Hello, everyone. Good morning. Today, we are here at this platform of web platform. We are here to take an interview with His Excellency, Ambassador of Uruguay to India, His Excellency Mr. Alberto Guani, and he is with us. And today, we are here at this interview. And I'm Nitesh Gautam. I am consulting editor at Envoy Excellency magazine. And let me brief you with our magazine, Envoy Excellency. Envoy Excellency is a monthly magazine backed by DN Media Group. And Envoy Excellency specifically cover international coverage on diplomatic community, political, tourism, investment, and trade. And we are covering associated with the government of India and several events like uh, MEA. We are associated with MEA on different events, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, and also coverage on different sectors of government like defense, pharma. Also, we are covering and to promote the tourism of India as well as international countries. And the reach of our publication is to the diplomatic community, political, and chamber of commerce, different institutions, and especially our publication directly reach out to the corporate houses, which is very important. And here, Envoy Excellency main motto is to bridging the gap between the corporate houses and missions, diplomatic missions. And let's start the interview. So, His Excellency, my first question is Uruguay and India have regularly supported each other at an international foray. Can you comment on the relationship between the two nations?
Well, yes, India is with Uruguay a founding member of the United Nations. We are among the 50 countries that signed the UN Charter of San Francisco on June 26, 1945. Ever since, we have collaborated in the international fora. That means in human rights issues, peacekeeping operations, and many humanitarian matters. In disarmament, we are a member of the Non-Proliferation Treaty and understand each other in common measures to make out of this a safer world. We are good partners and we support each other in almost all issues. We are both also members of the Group of 77, where many of the development issues are discussed. So we can say that we have a very important and common view with India in many of the world matters.
Thank you, His Excellency. And my next question is, please tell us about the investment opportunities between the two countries of each other in various fields like chemical, iron, steel, leather, and timber.
Well, both countries indeed offer each other investment opportunities in fields like chemicals. Or laboratories could go along investing joint ventures. In iron and steel, Uruguay could also be an interesting point of production. And in leather and timber is where we could expand our trade in a significant way. Today, most of the cars that are of exclusive use bring with them the Uruguayan leather for their seats. And timber is starting to be an important aspect of our trade balance. Then we hope India keeps up with this tendency of having the best timber in the world at your disposal. So we are really trying to reset our commercial engagement and to be more effective into what we are doing in each other's countries. Probably India is going to open an embassy in Uruguay soon, and we hope that all that will contribute to create a more important approach among two countries.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And moving to my next question, how would you describe and promote Uruguay culture at Indian citizen to Indian citizen? What do you think is a common between the culture of the two nations?
Well, first, India has a culture that surpasses 5,000 years, and Uruguay has received cows first, then people, around 400 years ago. In spite of the enormous gap, the culture most of our immigrants have brought with significant painters, writers, artists, sculptures, and all kinds of artistic manifestations can match with the Indian culture. And we are here hoping to try to make this tie stronger among both countries. Another aspect that also really is not such important here in India, but is also soccer, and probably with what it's going to be the importance of the sports in the future for India. Yes. We hope to be a part of the new way of thinking in this matter. So I really wish that we can make our cultures get together stronger and be usable one to each other. In Uruguay is already happening. We have a couple of Indians that are doing their own things. We need more Uruguayans coming into India, and we hope that happens soon.
Thank you, His Excellency. And moving to my next question, how much do you think training in a foreign service institution in India has contributed to the diplomatic relationship of the two nations?
Well, I have been director of the Uruguayan Diplomatic Academy, and I am sure that this exchange is fruitful and brings the countries together in the academic field. Always a better approach among diplomats makes the relationship to grow stronger. We think that it is a matter of always having these contributions among the foreign service in a productive manner and encouraging much better this possible union among nations. We have taken profit of these courses in India, and we hope to take profit of them more in the future.
Thank you, His Excellency. And my next question is, please tell us about the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the Uruguayan economy. What are the politics and program launched by the Uruguayan government to combat this situation?
Well, the impact of COVID-19 is really affecting in a catastrophic way the world, and then Uruguay is no exception to the rest of the world. The impact has been dramatic and strong. Around 5% of our GDP has gone down, but exports are regaining their rhythm. The government has been very cautious with the measures and has promoted the economic macro stability by adopting measures to keep the economy running. But the situation worries the country, and we hope things get better soon.
Yes, and we also hope like situation will be better in our Lord the world. Okay. And moving to my next question, how well is the vaccination drive in Uruguay? And please shed some of the light on a perception of Indian vaccine in Uruguay.
Well, not as good as we would want. The laboratories are complying, but the vaccination process is difficult among the present circumstances. Although Uruguay has a vast experience in vaccination, the perception of the Indian vaccine in Uruguay is not strong because Uruguay is importing Sinovac, AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and we hope the Indian vaccine can soon be sent to Uruguay as part of the pool of vaccines that we are making. We are one of the countries that is buying Indian vaccines, but we still need them to be released by the government, and we hope that that is an issue that comes out very soon and that we can resolve in a very fast and easy manner.
Thank you, His Excellency. And my last question is, could you provide us some like message to our readers? for the viewers and readers of the Envoy Excellency magazine? Any message?
Well, my message would be that it's always important to have this, how Martin Luther King said, that keep the hope alive. It's a moment in which we need a lot of hope, and it's a moment in which we need to certain that, of course, God will be our guide, and we know that in India there are many religions. The people are all willing to get out of this pandemic situation, and let's hope that all the best comes in the next days, and that we can really overcome this situation. I wish the Indian people not only all the best, but also a good coming out of all this. That will be good for all of the Indians and for the world too. We hope that we can use this word hope as something to guide us and to lead our way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, His Excellency, and thank you for providing us your valuable time. And it is our pleasure to hear with you and to take an interview with you. And thank you so much.
I thank you. It was my great pleasure.
Thank you, His Excellency. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.